My name is Brian Knoll. I'm the Senior Vice President with the company and work on water and wastewater projects, public infrastructure. It's kind of my background. So the City of Beaumont Salt Mitigation Project was really a two-part project. It was the biggest project that the city had ever undertaken. First part was to rebuild and expand their wastewater treatment plant and be able to produce recycled water. As part of that, they needed to be able to produce advanced treated water and reduce salts. So in order to do that, we had to build also a brine line from the city of Beaumont all the way to the city of San Bernardino, 23-mile pipeline. So some of the challenges and unique features of this project were being able to expand and build a treatment plant within an existing treatment plant that was operating and had to remain in operation throughout all of construction. So there was really intricate phasing that had to happen through that process to maintain service and then be able to build all the new structures and facilities.
Hi, I'm Brad Sackett with the Water Resources Department. Well, a major component of this project was the Brine Line. That's a 12-inch pipeline that takes brine waste from Beaumont's treatment plant in Beaumont all the way down to the city of San Bernardino to connect to the Inland Empire Brine Line. There were some unique challenges with this project. First of all, the length of the pipeline was a challenge because it crosses so many jurisdictions. Finding an acceptable alignment from the treatment plant in Beaumont all the way down to a connection point in San Bernardino to the Inland Empire Brine Line was another challenge. And this line is actually a gravity line in general with some siphons in it, so it has to flow downhill in general all the way from Beaumont to the city of San Bernardino.
My name is Autumn DeWoody and I'm with Planning and Environmental. For this project, WEBB was tasked to do a CEQA document and one that had something called CEQA Plus. So we had federal crosscutters that we had to address. And then once the CEQA document was wrapped up, I was asked to, it was started very simply that I was just going to track the permits for the project as it gets built. So it's no small task. It was an entire treatment plant upgrade and treatment plant expansion. So the agencies ranged from our sub-consultants to federal, to cities, to counties, Caltrans, CalOSHA, Omnitrans, SAPA, Riverside Public Utilities, because we crossed the Gage Canal, Metropolitan. And so there was a lot to track. And also part of my job was to track how Brian Knoll and Brad Sackett were going as they were pursuing additional permits in addition to the ones I was working on. So part of my job was to track them and bug them as much as humanly possible.
So one of the biggest challenges of this project was building an entirely new treatment plant inside of an existing operating treatment plant, keeping the existing up and running. Here we are at the Headworks. This had to be modified while in operation. This is the fine screen facility. This is removing any particles in the water that's greater than 2 millimeters before going into the membrane system. This is the aeration basin. This is where we feed the microbiology that decomposes the wastewater. So these are the membrane modules. Wastewater comes in, is pulled through by vacuum through these modules, these membranes. Clean water comes through on the outside. Behind me, these are the reverse osmosis skids. These are used to remove salt from wastewater after it comes from the membrane system. These are the membrane tanks. This aeration system prevents solids from building up on the outside of the membrane. So altogether, it was about a $110 million project. We had all kinds of different departments working on it, water resources, also drainage group. We had traffic and transportation helping with planning for traffic control. So just a really big, huge group effort. The project has gone really well in helping the city meet their goals and objectives. So as part of this project, there were a lot of learning opportunities for our staff. Some of those include, first, learning how to manage and work on such a large project. Most of our projects don't go this long of a duration or have this many different components to it. A lot of times they're more singular in their discipline, and this was something that was multidiscipline and long duration. And so part of just learning how to manage a project like that is a challenge and a great opportunity for some of our staff members. One of the others that I think is really having a better understanding of what other departments do. We kind of get focused on what we do and don't necessarily know what other departments do and what other disciplines do. And in a project like this, you have to be able to understand and collaborate with the other departments, with the other disciplines, in order to make sure that you have a project that comes together in a cohesive way, that's constructible, that's fundable, and that is meeting all of the stakeholder needs. It's exciting to be able to work on a project like this. I think it helps us to build our professional reputation as a firm and as individuals.